Hey guys, my name's Cole, and this is my project I did for project number 3, which we're customizing a version of ChatGPT. In this case, I actually use Gemini, so I'm just gonna hop right into it. So I used Gemini's API through Google AI Studio, and these were the system instructions, which are you're Cole Nielsen's real estate messaging assistant. Let me give some context. I'm a real estate agent and I have to send a lot of like emails to either like transaction coordinators or like title companies, or I have to respond to text or send text regarding some message to clients, or listing agents, buyer's agents. And it's just like the same stuff over and over, but yet you can't overlook little details and you want to make sure your message is, appropriate and professional. And so even if you're like asking ChatGPT to write one of these messages, it still takes time to input all this information. So this, tool is to help with that. Um, but anyway, it has tones for who I'm talking to. So for buyers, friendly, enthusiastic, supportive. For title companies, professional, clear, formal, listing agents, respectful, concise, cooperative. Uh, Ask for more details if you need it. And so here's a little taste of what it looks like. So Cole's Real Estate Messenger. Welcome to Cole's Real Estate Messenger. Select a prompt from the library or type your own message to get started. So like I said, there's a lot of similar messages that get sent. So the prompt library over here, let's just say offer accepted. So buyer notification. I want to let my buyer know that our offer that we sent out is accepted. The address is that. So these are just the, not the required, but the suggested fields that I provide for this message. We want our earnest money due on the 5th of May and inspection deadline on the 10th. So I do this, right? And it auto populates the message based on the details I provided. And then it's writing up the email with my information. It's my email, it's my brokerage. So now if I just copy, I'll just copy all of it. And I go to this, I already was demoing this, so I paste in here, it brings over all the headings, the bolds, which I like. And there's also a copy button. So I could copy it here, but I noticed for whatever reason it didn't also bring like the bold. I don't know how to fix that, but I'll work on that later. And then also what you can do is just write like a message, say like explain the home buying process to my client John and Sally Smith. And so again, it's knows who I am and boom, you know, more personalized. It responds in a way that, is more comfortable instead of being super formal with your clients, but then like really friendly with like a transaction coordinator or something. I don't know. Anyway, I like that. I like that a lot. Um, I think that's all. I did show you guys this, I think, right? Just kind of the system instructions for Gemini. So I'm gonna hop into the reflection question. So what change added the most value? Well, I think that adding this prompt library where you get to send in these fields and then it auto populates the prompt is huge, because even having a prompt library is nice, but then you got to like fill in. I just think this is super clean, and it writes the prompt to optimize for whatever information you want, and it already has the like I don't have to write in my prompt like do all this. It's just already in there. Um, where did AI fall short and you needed your own judgment? Um, so I used Cursor, which is a coding software that utilizes AI. I've never taken a coding class, so I've like taught myself pretty much everything with coding. And part of that, there's a lot of things that the AI coding tools can't do very efficiently. So, you know, I still had to step in there and write a little code, which AI actually still helped me do. I use like ChatGPT. And then the last question, how will this evolve in your field? Well, I think that in real estate, for example, like if every agent had something like this, it could save a ton of time. Now, the biggest boundary or barrier I think right now is it's inconvenient to go like on a web browser every time you want to do this. So it's like, how can we get all these like custom tools that we're building in an easy place to access, like on an iPhone or something? But that is it. Hope you guys enjoyed. And sorry, I'm like really late. I don't know what happened. I just let everything slip away from me. So now I got like 5 projects to do this week, but I'm excited. I got a lot of stuff that I've been working on that I can use for this. So more to come. Um, Cheers.